to another video. Today's video is going to be just a little bit long. I just thought I would get ready with you guys and just talk and just share a few things, some new events that I just thought you guys might want to know, because I'm talking about things all the time about my life. So, I mean, instead of always saying like the negatives and, you know, that stuff, there are some good reports too. And I want to share that with you guys. So I thought while I do my makeup, I will just, you know, talk to you guys and hopefully get some feedback from you guys. Please, if you have advice or if you're dealing with something similar, please let me know down in the comment section. And always remember that anything that I forget to say, you know, I'm gonna put it in the description box, because there's always something for me to say. I know a little about a lot, so, you know, I've always got stuff to say. I don't know. My granddaughter said I'm like an encyclopedia, so that was a compliment to me. So anyway, if you guys want to see how I got this, pretty much it's really an easy, fast go-to makeup look, and just sit and shoot the bowl with me, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started with my, I think I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. Well, okay, wait a second. I did my foundation already. I'm doing a wear test on this new foundation. It is a powder foundation. It's my new favorite powder foundation. The only other powder foundation that I've tried is Bare Minerals, and I liked Bare Minerals. It's just it's time consuming to put that on, just because, you know, there's like different levels, different stages that you have to do. It's a pretty foundation. Also, It Cosmetics Bye Bye Compact Foundation. I don't remember what it's called. It's Bye Bye. It's in a little black compact. It's a powder foundation as well. So this Makeup Forever is a new foundation, and it comes with a little sponge, and on the black side is the full coverage side, and the white side if you just want like light coverage. Of course, full coverage, you know, full coverage. I think I got pretty good coverage with it. So I obviously did my brows, and I am color correcting my under eyes, and I told you guys that because my dark circles are so intense right now, these days, I'm color correcting with this NYX color corrector, and it's like in the shade Papaya. It's not Papaya because Papaya is a little bit redder, but this is like orange, and it's supposed to like really cover the intense dark circles, because I did a video with using red lipstick as a color corrector, and it actually did a pretty good job. So I'm going to just use this, but I think I'm also going to go in with a tiny bit of my Becca color corrector just for the other parts of the eye that, you know, I didn't put the orange like right up in here. So, God, what would we do without makeup? Like, we would look horrible. Like, guys are so lucky that they, I don't even know. It's almost like they don't get dark circles. They don't have, like, we have hormones and stuff. So I think a lot of our skin stuff is related to like hormones. And guys just don't give a crap, you know. They fall asleep like as soon as they hit the pillow, like they're snoring. It's just so unfair that we have to carry so much of the burdens. I mean, there are some women who don't care, you know. There's like some women who are like men who just don't give a crap. I'm not one of them women. I'm an overthinker. I care to a fault. but I'm really working on that. Like, I'm not working on being an asshole. I'm just working on trying to not let things get to me to the point where it affects my health. Because as we know, with this anemia, I don't think, you know, obviously anemia is not something that I have control over. So I don't think I did anything, like, you know, to create the anemia. I did get my results back. My eyebrows look a little off, so I'm gonna have to fix those. But I did get my results back, and I'm in natural and artificial lighting, so if it doesn't look great, and then you know why. So I'm trying to figure out the lighting. But so the results from the biopsy were, it was good. It was negative, so, which is good, because negative is, you know, we don't want cancer, of course. But they still want to try to figure out where the bleeding is coming from. So, you know, because I'm anemic, so there's still some bleeding. They have to figure out where that blood is coming from. So what they want to do is a pill endoscopy. And I thought it was like, that's just what they called it. But it's actually, you swallow a camera that is like the size of a pill. Crazy, huh? I know. And then you have to, like, I don't know the details, but I was just reading up on it. They're supposed to call me to schedule it, but I was reading up on it, and basically you swallow this pill that's a camera, and then you wear, like, I don't know, you wear something. I'm assuming it's like some type of a little device around your waist or something. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm trying to like figure out all these different things that it could be. And it takes like thousands of pictures of your intestines, like your small intestine. And I guess what it does is it goes to areas that like a colonoscopy wouldn't reach. So, I mean, that's a good thing. You know, I'm very grateful for, you know, the fact that the test was negative. Like, I'm very grateful for that. But, you know, so this test, like that, like I said, it goes to where a colonoscopy won't reach and an endoscopy won't reach. So it's like somewhere in the middle. And they can also use this test to detect, like, if you have Crohn's disease, or you know, if you're familiar with Crohn's disease, it's like a bowel, I don't know, it's a bowel disorder, or, you know, disease where you have like intestinal pain, and I think frequency, and like you know, you have to watch what you eat. It's just kind of like what I'm already going through. But, you know, my stuff is side effects from, you know, the cancer, and like where the cancer was located, and the radiation that I had did a lot of damage. So, I mean, what I personally think, because, you know, I come to my own conclusions. Like, I always tell everybody, like, I'm like a doctor, because, like, I do my own research, and I know, like, not everything. I don't just Google stuff and say, oh, Google said this. Like, I read articles, you know, I'll research articles, and, you know, like, go further into it. And, like this pill test, like, I wasn't too sure what it was about, like how they did it. So I just looked up endoscopy pill test, and I read articles about it. So, you know, it is a little bit scary, I guess. I kind of scared myself a little bit. But I mean, I'm gonna know whether they tell me or whether I read it myself. And I mean, I want to know what's going on, of course, but personally, I think because I've had the side effects, the pain, the abdominal pain, the, you know, just all the issues that I've had since 2014, I mean, I'm bound to have some irritation and some bleeding to some degree. And I do have a little bit of bleeding. Like, I see like the tiniest amounts, okay? And so like he said, well, and I told him about that, and he's like, you know, yeah, that, you know, that wouldn't make you anemic, but they don't realize how, like, the amount of times that I like see this bleeding. Like, they don't realize, like, this isn't just a once in a while thing. This is like almost every day. So you figure 5 years of a little bit of bleeding eventually is going to catch up to you, and, you know, you're going to become anemic. So I've been taking the iron like my doctor told me. At first it was making me like nauseous, and like I took it with, let's see, it said take an hour before eating or 2 hours after eating. So I'm like, okay, well, 2 hours before eating or 2 hours after eating. So because I don't eat much, what I did was I took it an hour before I ate anything, but I didn't take it with food because it didn't say to take it with food initially. Okay, so it made me super nauseous. So of course I have nausea medication because some of my stuff causes nausea. And so I took a nausea pill. And so now when I take it, I'm making sure that I have like some food in my stomach. Just because even though it said take an hour before a meal, and it's weird because she told me take an hour before a meal, but then also it says take on an empty stomach. You guys, like, you just literally have to use your own judgment. It's because you get like contradicting information, and like even from one doctor to the next, clearly from what I've been finding out over the years, I've dealt with too many doctors. Like, I don't like the fact that I've literally, I know on one hand I'm grateful that you know, I have had health coverage, you know, over the years, but on the other hand, it's like I don't want to see doctors all the time. Like, I just, you know, I don't want to always be at a doctor's appointment, or, you know, doing Snapchats of me sitting in the pharmacy, or, you know, because I'm a people watcher. You guys know that. If you follow me on Snapchat, I'm DesTheBoop18 on Snapchat. If you want to follow me and see my, I do a lot of Snapchats. I have like, I think over 6,000 Snapchats. And Instagram, I think I have like over 5,000-6,000 posts over the past, what, like 2 years? I think it's been like 2 years. I don't know. But anyway, so if you guys go follow me there, you can see all the places that I've, you know, been to. Also vacations. Like, there's not always just doctor's offices, but you will see a lot of doctor's visits and testing, only because I post it. You know, I share basically my days, because I mean, that's what I do. That's what everybody does, really. I just happen to have a little bit more, sadly, doctor's visits, and not everybody posts those. Like, so, you know, we gotta not compare ourselves to other people and like, oh, they're posting, they're on vacation, they're on the beach. Well, I've been on the beach and vacation, and I post that stuff too, but it doesn't mean that when people are posting their like vacations and stuff, that doesn't mean that they don't, you know, have health issues. Like, you're not the only one who has health issues. So, you know, just try not to compare yourself to other people's posts, because, you know, I've done that before, and, you know, I even catch myself doing it sometimes, and I just try not to, because I'm like, don't do that, because, you know, they're just posting the good stuff. They're not posting the behind the scenes. Right before I started recording, so, you know, I got good news, of course, and I got some other good news, family good news, just some other good news, and, so, you know, feeling a little bit of pep in my step, and I come to sit down to record, and my knee hit the table. And I have this big table, this big space, this new table I got from IKEA. It's like a giant vanity extension to my vanity. And my knee hit the table. And so then my tripod fell over. Okay, no big deal. I went to get up to pick up my tripod, and the cup of water that I had flipped over on. And I saw it happening. Like, I envisioned it happening. And then 2 seconds later, I hit my knee on the table and it flipped over. So I was just like, wow, okay, pay attention, think slower, start envisioning good things like healing. And I just envisioned my intestines and everything just clean and clear, and just good results and good health. So I'm putting on a wing. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves, grab a snack. You know, this wing business is no joke. Pretty decent wing. So I'm going to do my other wing off camera, because I'm going to do my lashes off camera, just because I want to finish telling you guys this stuff, and I don't want to take like an hour to do my eyes. So give me just a few seconds. I'm going to finish off my eyes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I put my lashes on and finished off my eyes. So what I was saying before I went to a commercial break, I was telling you that I kicked over, my water spilled and everything. So because I got good news, like, this is, I don't know if, you know, a lot of you guys probably don't believe this, but this is real stuff. Is, without sounding crazy, I don't know if there's a way to not. I don't know if there's a way to not sound crazy. But I'm just gonna say it. So, without sounding crazy, when you get, like, when things are going good, let's say, you know, you're having a rough patch like I've been having, clearly, and, you know, you're having maybe a decent morning, you know. Lately, I haven't been having such good, you know, days and stuff. And, so I got the good news, and great, you know. So what happens is, a lot of times, whether you believe in God or you believe in the universe, either or, what happens is, the enemy, whether it be the universe, something negative in the universe, whether it be something, or the devil, if you believe in the devil, which I do, he tries to steal our joy. Okay, the devil seeks to kill, steal, and destroy. And what happens is, he tries to steal our joy. And, you know, he thought that, you know, by me tipping over the water, because I thought, okay, my tripod tipped over. Instantly, this is what I thought. I'm like, okay, my tripod tipped over. No big deal. Don't sweat it. Just, you know, get up and go pick up your tripod. And then as soon as I thought that it wasn't a big deal, instantly my knee hit the table and spilled my water. Okay, normally I would be like so upset. Like I would just be like, God, like, you know, and let it kind of ruin, not really ruin my day, but like ruin my buzz, kind of like a buzzkill, you know, from the good news. But I didn't. I said, this is what I do. Because I believe in God, and yes, I'm struggling a little bit with my faith right now, you know, just a little, because I'm human, and when things, you know, are happening and going wrong, you know, you kind of wonder, like, hey, like, what's going on, Lord? Like, what are you doing in my life right now? You know, like, I just went through like all kinds of health stuff, you know, can I catch a break? Like, yeah, this bleeding might just be something minor, but it's like little reminders of, you know, I don't know, little reminders of, I don't need a reminder. Like, I know, like, life is short. I know that your life can change on a dime, like, at any given second. Like, the rug can be pulled out from under you so quick. And I know that. Like, I don't need that lesson. You know, like, I'm good. Like, I don't need the reminders. And the devil will always try to remind us of, you know, oh, your health is bad. Oh, you could be getting sick again. Or, you know, normally you would get super depressed and you're not getting that way, and it's making him mad. So he tries to throw curveballs. He tries to, you know, I hit my leg on the table. Yeah, normally I would be, you know, mad, irritated, to a degree where I would like even like start cussing. I mean, it's not like I would go crazy or anything, but it's like I would just get upset and let it still. Even if it stills like 5 minutes of your joy, that's 5 minutes you're never going to get back. So, you know, pick and choose your battles. I have really had to pick and choose my battles this past, what, since 2012. It's just been like, whoa. I do have to admit, like, I was always a believer, you know, a God-fearing woman, but I guess I wasn't God-fearing enough, and I know that's wrong to say, but I mean, I was caught up in my life and being a little bit reckless, and so like I know that I was doing that. And then when I got diagnosed, it was like, whoa, like I got hit with a ton of bricks, you know? It was like, wow, like I was so not prepared. I was so not prepared for that. I mean, who is prepared, you know, to get a cancer diagnosis? Like, I don't think anybody's prepared for that. But I just think that, you know, we really have to like slow down. Like, we really have to slow down and just, nothing's guaranteed. Like, oh, I'm using the KKW highlighter, and I'm gonna use the contour stick here in a second. But we really have to remind ourselves that we're not invincible. We're not here forever. And that's the mistake that people make, is they make the mistake of thinking, oh, you know, I'm gonna be here forever. oh, you're always going to be around, so I'm going to take you for granted. Like, I don't have to have a relationship with you. Like, I'll see you when I see you, you know? But sometimes see you when I see you isn't always at the best places and times. So pick and choose your battles. No, I'm not going to let the fact that I spilled water all over my vanity, and I just went and got a towel. No big deal. Just went and got a towel, and I just dried it up, you know, didn't get upset. I was like, okay, I see you. I know what you're doing. Trying to steal my joy because I've been so down lately and you've just been loving it, and I've been fighting it, and I haven't given into it. And yeah, I might sit and cry and throw a little, you know, temper tantrum. But again, I'm human, so like, I can, right? And he thought, oh, this one's really gonna put her over. Like, this, she's spilling a whole cup of water on her new vanity. But nope, I dried it right up. And what I always do is I pray for people who don't believe in God and don't believe in anything at all. I say a prayer and I pray that they're forgiven for, you know, whatever it is, maybe that they feel that they haven't been forgiven for, because we've all been forgiven. Like, I don't want to go on a big old tangent about that, but this Equate brush, you guys, is a must-have. This is the best quality brush, and it was like $7. It's a bronzer brush, but I just kind of use it for whatever. But anyway, so, you know, I pray for people, and that's how I get the enemy back. Like, you want to fight? Like, I'll fight. And he knows. Again, this sounds crazy. I'm using the Bye Bye Pores blush because I told you guys about this before. I don't even know if I told you about this, but anyway, for some reason it knows to not emphasize your pores. It's really pretty. I have it in the shade Sweet Cheeks. It's subtle. I think it's just really feminine, and just, I mean, makeup is feminine, but I mean, it's just a really soft, playful flush of color. Hence, Sweet Cheeks. Sweet little innocent little me, you know? Little innocent me. Let's see. So, I am going to set my under eye. I'm not going to set my foundation because this is a powder foundation. So I am not going to set it. It doesn't make sense to set a powder foundation. So I'll see, you know, by the end of the night what it looks like, or by the end of the day. It's like 12 o'clock right now. So this Becca hydrating setting powder, I just use a tiny bit of it and kind of shake it off. And by the way, when I set my eyes, I like to go through and make sure that there's no like concealer that settled prior to setting them. But when I set my under eyes, I will set from the outside in. So the majority of the product and the powder is right here. Because it's so smooth here and we really don't have creasing there, and then I will just take it all the way to the inner and just like not rubbing but just bouncing. And I'm gonna set the side of my nose because I have concealer there. But yeah, I like to set like that, especially for mature skin. Like, I think everybody should, like, because ladies and gentlemen, you're you could be 25 and have amazing skin, and which this makeup is just really going to really enhance your skin, like even more so than somebody, you know, 50 or older. I'm also going to slightly set the sides of my nose, just like right here. But too much powder is nobody's best friend. I promise you. Too much powder, even if you're 25, is too much powder. I'm putting a little bit of powder here because I'm going to put some lip liner on. And this seems to like help it adhere. So yeah, you don't want to use too much powder. I don't know where I was at in my story of, you know, the devil, the enemy trying to steal your joy, but just don't let him steal your joy, you guys. Like, just don't let him steal your joy. It's not worth it. He's not worth it. And this too shall pass. Like, literally, this too shall pass. I need to lightly go down the side of my nose, like right in here. Just because I want to contour it a little bit more, and I'm just going to take the KKW contour stick on the lighter side. I have light medium, and then just kind of tap off that excess, and then just go like right here. Let's see if I can do it this way so you guys could see. So, okay, so I'm going to come here and just take it down the bridge, starting with like the inner part of my, not all the way up to my eye, but kind of. And my nose has like my nose was like broken, so it has a little bit of a curve to it. And I don't know if you could see it or not, but so I like to try to straighten it out, and sometimes I just quickly like contour with the side of the brush, but I'm just being a little extra today. And this little brush, it's like a little angled brush, works really good for this. I just kind of like take it in my nostrils. And you don't really have to do much blending. I just kind of pull it down on the sides. And it just gives you like a nice little contour. Gives the illusion that your nose is a little bit thinner, you know, down the bridge. Especially because mine has like, my nose I think is like, we don't like our noses. Like, most of us don't like what we have, and I know we should appreciate what we have. I know we should, and I do, don't get me wrong. I think we all have something that we would want to change. Or like enhance. Sorry for the people who don't like putting liner on or lipstick. I know a lot of you don't like that. Like, you know, like some people just don't like certain things. And this is one of them. I think a lot of people like cringe. So, for this part, look away, look away. Because my lips are crooked, I always have to go all the way out here, like a little extra right here, to get them to be even. because I got the crooked smile, crooked smile. Let's see what, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use my Huda liquid lip in Spice Girl, you know, because I'm a spice baby. Oh wait, that's Ice Baby. Ha ha ha. What are you gonna do? Just Des being Des. This is a really comfortable, long wearing liquid lipstick. I try to do that as careful as I could, but of course I was talking, so I'm gonna go around my, get a tiny bit of concealer, just a dot, and I'm gonna use this little brush right here and just go wipe off like the majority of it and just go around. If you weren't grossed out enough with the lipstick liner, now I'm cleaning them up. So I just thought I would tell you guys about my results and get ready at the same time with y'all, you know, just hanging out, just, you know, just girls and boys hanging out. Ooh, that was up close and personal. So, I know it was kind of all over the place today with stuff, but, you know, there's a lot going on in my life, so I kind of dance around and just kind of touch on different things. But if you pick up anything off my videos, just, you know, try to, if you're dealing with stuff, health stuff, you know, every day is different, and some days you're going to feel good and some days you're not, and it's okay to not feel good. It's just to trying to remind yourself that, like, okay, this is just how I feel in this moment. Like, in an hour I might feel different. Like, I don't know, tonight I might feel different. Tomorrow, you know, I'll have a completely different feeling. So you just have to remind yourself that in this moment, it's just a moment. It's not a bad life. It's not a bad day. It's just something bad that's happening in the day and in your life. And just trying to keep, you know, I don't know, just trying to stay as positive as you possibly can. I know it's hard. I know it's very hard because it's hard for me, and I'm generally a pretty positive, uplifted person who, you know, I'm the jokester. I'm the one who tries to lift people's spirits, and sometimes I need lifting, and everybody thinks I'm so strong, you know, so they're like, oh, she's good, you know, and she does her makeup, she's happy, she's fine. But the makeup and everything is all just for, you know, so that I feel better, so that when I look in the mirror, I'm not seeing the pain and the scars and all of the ugliness. You know, I'm just seeing like the me, the passion, the Des, the, you know, the joy and the beauty, and the, you know, just the blessings. So that's why I do my makeup and get up and do my hair and get ready, is because I want to feel good and I want to live and I want quality of life. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I might come back. I'm not gonna come back. I'm just gonna do my hair. I might just leave it like this and call it a day. I don't know if I'll leave this on, but anyway, I just wanted to chit chat with you guys and get ready. So Give this video a like if you liked it, if you found it helpful or entertaining, and leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below. And yeah, let's pray for good results with the pill endoscopy test. So we're always on a journey, and there's always something new every day, but there's also good things in the day and blessings like good test results. So thank you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. And subscribe if you have not already, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye guys.